Hello students, how are you doing? Great. Alright, so I could understand that one of the topic from acid and base is going to be very disaster for the students. So without wasting time, let's get understand about conjugate acid and conjugate base. Shall we get started? Thank you. So today my topic is to explain you about conjugate acid, alright, and conjugate base. This is the topic we're going to be discussing today. So it's very simple. Even at the last, let me give you the trick to find out the conjugate acid and conjugate base from the given substances. Well, before we get knowing about it, you need to know the theory of Bronsted and Lowry. Alright, they are the co-scientists. They have actually given a statement regarding the acid and bases. According to the Bronsted and Lowry, they said that acid is a substance which donate proton. That means hydrogen ions. Okay, acid is a substance which donate proton. Proton means hydrogen plus ion. Base is a substance which receive proton. Simple. This is the definition of Bronsted and Lowry. Okay. So what is the theory of Bronsted and Lowry? According to them, acid is a substance which always donate hydrogen ion. Base is a substance which always receive or accept proton. Alright. So now this is the basic information you have to remember about conjugate acid and base. So now let me explain you what is that. So let me take an example. Let's say, what is the example of strong acid? So here hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, right? Then let me take water as well. Okay. Now here you have written a strong acid here, and this is water, right? Now according to Bronsted and Lowry theory, acid is a substance which donate hydrogen ion. That means this hydrogen has to be given to water. Yes or no? So when this hydrogen is donated to water, this water will begin. Here two hydrogen is there, one is donated, therefore it will become S3O plus. Okay, hydrogen ion is donated, that is called proton. And the remaining part is only Cl, so it is Cl will become Cl minus. Very simple. So this is called hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. And this is, you know, right? It is chloride ion. It is oxonium also, and this is called chloride ion. Now, let me tell you, in this chemical equation, here HCl is, this is HCl is an acid. This is called hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Right? Let me just erase and write. And this is called, it is act as a base here. So this is called water. Yes or no? Now you have to tell me, when acid react with here water base, you will get hydronium ion and chloride ion. So always remember, conjugate acid is always comes from the base, and conjugate base comes from the acid. So therefore you can tell me, so which will be conjugate acid here? It is acid. Which will the conjugate acid? No, this is conjugate acid. Conjugate acid will be hydronium ion. So this will be the conjugate acid. Alright. Then what is the conjugate base here? Conjugate base will be chloride. It is conjugate base. So this conjugate acid formed from the water. So it came from the water. Therefore, I write this conjugate acid came from the water. So this is called conjugate pair. Conjugate pair. Okay. And this conjugate base formed from the acid, hydrochloric acid. So this is called conjugate pair. Okay, this is also conjugate. So two conjugate pair you got it. Okay, one is hydrochloric acid, another is chloride. Okay, hydrochloric acid is formed from the acid, therefore it is called conjugate base. And hydronium ion is formed from the base. So conjugate acid comes from the base, conjugate base comes from the acid. So these couple of things are known as conjugate acid and base. Is it clear? Right? Now let's understand about how you are going to calculate the conjugate acid and bases if separately the substance are given to you. Alright, so let me tell you that things. Now let me explain you how you're going to calculate the conjugate acid and conjugate base. It's very easy but tricky. Alright, so let's get started. I have written here for you a trick for finding conjugate acid. You need to follow up substance and add simply the proton. If you need to calculate conjugate base, then what is the asked questions? That will be the substance, and just remove one hydrogen ions. I mean proton you have to just minus, then you're gonna get conjugate base. These simple tricks you need to follow up. Okay, one by one let me explain. First one is this is, let's say, this one and this is 2. So now let us find out the conjugate acid. Conjugate acid from given bases. Okay, so first let's say this is the question. The substance are given over here. So first substance, let's say it is what? NH2 minus. What is the substance given? Second substance, let's suppose water. Third substance, let's suppose ammonia. 3. So now these are the substances. What happened? Did you find the answer? The answer is very simple. 3 substances are given. So what you have to do, substance just add the hydrogen for finding conjugate acid. So the question is to find conjugate acid, you just add one proton here. After adding one proton, this one hydrogen added over here. So it became an S3. Yes or no? Became an S3. Now here also you just add proton. So when you add proton, here it became 3 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. This positive symbol will be there, so that it will be S3O plus. However, for this, if you add 1 proton over here, 1 hydrogen ion, so here 3 hydrogens are there, 1 more hydrogen, so it will become NH4. This positive symbol, so here write this NH4 plus. So these are the conjugate acid from the given question. Simple. Substance, just add hydrogen, get conjugate acid. So 3 are these answers. Very simple. Yes or no? It is very, very simple. Now let me tell you base from the given acids. Okay, so first let's say they have given substance name is HI. Okay, this is the first example. Second example, let's say HCl. Third example, let's say sulfuric acid, let's say HSC. Fourth example is, let's say, fourth example. So fourth example, you can take water. So what you do, substance just minus hydrogen ions. That means from this substance you remove one hydrogen. So remove one hydrogen ion. Okay. So this hydrogen ion remove and write. So answer will be just iodine minus. Iodine minus. Because one hydrogen is removed. Yes or no? And here also you have to just remove one hydrogen ion. After removing, it will become Cl minus. So Cl minus is the conjugate base of hydrochloric acid. Okay, Cl minus is the conjugate base from hydrochloric acid. Then minus, remove one hydrogen from here. So after removal, here two hydrogens are there, it will become one hydrogen, and one H plus is already gone. One H plus ion is already removed from here. Therefore, it will remain only one hydrogen and sulfate. So minus is still there. So it will be one minus. Then how about water? Remove one hydrogen. So after removing one hydrogen from here, so it will be remain here one hydrogen and one oxygen. So you can write OH minus. Yes sir, you remove one hydrogen, plus is gone, so minus will remain, OH minus. Alright, so dissociation is basically, let's say HCl is there. When you dissociate, hydrogen is becoming H plus and chlorine becoming Cl minus, right? This is the happening, this is the mechanism. So just for finding conjugate acid, add one hydrogen ion. For finding conjugate base, remove one hydrogen ion. Very simple. So in this way, you just find out the conjugate acid and conjugate